is Nancy Evans. I was Nancy Hazelwood when I was a student nurse at community college. I graduated in 1968, went to work immediately at the Methodist Hospital. Every time you went into the hospital, we had a pre-conference, and in the pre-conference, you stood up, they evaluated whether and so if you didn't meet it, sometimes you'd have to go back and put your hair up, or, if your shoestrings, they'd just give you an infraction, but if something was wrong, you didn't have on white hose, you came without them, you just didn't, you didn't get to work that day. And it was against you, you didn't pass inspection, you didn't go on the floor. You were representing the school, you were representing a nursing professional. IVs were just coming in as far as nurses regulating. When I graduated, we were taught we could not start an IV, that was an illegal procedure, that was something the physician had to do, or an anesthetist, somebody that was totally trained in there. And we weren't supposed to do IV pushes on medications. Those were strictly for physicians or nurse anesthetist or someone like that. All of that sort of thing just, is very common. It's not, that's part of your every single day activity as a nurse today, would be to give IV medications. I think their training now with all their, the mannequins, the different, things that they get to practice on are very different. We didn't have any of those things. We sort of practiced on each other, and then we, with supervision from our teacher, we practiced on patients.
And I graduated from Henderson Community College nursing program back in 1978. Back in 1978, we didn't start IVs before we started working in the hospital. Those were things that we learned and got to do afterwards, but we learned all the basics. We got to practice. It was also a time where hand washing, which is so important now, but back then it was like hand washing took care of everything. So we actually started IVs. We did all procedures with clean hands and washed really good afterwards, because we thought that if we put on gloves, it made a person feel dirty. So we learned to do all that, and then along came the gloves. So now the hand washing is very important, but we added the gloves. What you can do with nursing and the foundation is just the sky's the limit, which is really an amazing thing. It can be very challenging, but it's very rewarding. You may not always get your lunch. You're probably not always going to get your breaks, but you know that you're there for people, and that really caring and taking care of people is something that I've just found so rewarding, to know that what you do really matters.
Okay, well, my name is Janice Hale, and actually Janice Patterson Hale was my maiden name, and I wasn't married when I started nursing school here. And I was fortunate enough to receive the Dr. English scholarship, so I was able to come to college here and pursue my nursing degree. Going to nursing school here, I remember we still had to wear the pinstripe uniforms. We still wore our nursing hats when I graduated back in 1979 when I went to nursing school here. Not just nursing, but the instructors overall at Henderson Community College were really second to none. Some of my nursing instructors that I remember, I can still remember what they said in the lecture. Pat Frazier, Diane Seward, Miss Young, Sue Newman, they all were excellent, but also even just my regular classes that I also had to take, just excellent instructors, and so fortunate to be able to have a college like Henderson Community College. It's second to none.
name is Dwayne Rainier, and I'm a registered nurse, and I practice in the state of Kentucky, practice in Illinois, and in Indiana. I was a graduate of the Henderson Community College University of Kentucky campus program in the late 80s, and I'm very proud to see my picture still hanging on the wall here at Henderson Community College. Had a little bit more hair then and even had a mustache, but I am proud, and there are several instructors in that program that made me feel that I was giving something back to my patients and to the community. But my years here at community college were an integral part of my life and my career, making me what I am now as a nurse. One of the things I remember here at community college was being a part of the Kentucky Association of Nursing Students. I represented Henderson Community College on the local board, and then was privileged enough to later be elected to the state of Kentucky Board of Nursing Students, and that was something that I'll always treasure in my career. And one of the things I've learned that in the career and the pathway of being a registered nurse, there are so many opportunities from never seeing a patient, as far as being a phone nurse and a counselor, all the way into the pharmaceutical industry, which I'm fortunate now. I work for PCA Pharmacy. I do nurse consulting and education for 5 states, so I do a lot of traveling, and it's been a fantastic run, and I applaud each and every one of you students that are here today as you graduate from the nursing program, and have no fear. NCLEX is around the corner. You'll do well, study hard, and remember all the different things that you learned here at the college during your nursing program, and those are the things that you're going to be seeing on the board and you're going to represent in the nursing field. So again, congratulations and welcome into the nursing industry. It's a great place to be, and I appreciate everything you all are going to be doing for the future of our community and for the patients that you'll be caring for. Godspeed.
My name is Margaret Brooks, and I graduated from Henderson Community College in 1992, and I was immediately hired by Methodist Hospital, and I've been there ever since. I believe that my education here at Henderson Community College helped develop not only my nursing skills, but it also helped to develop me as a person. There's been a lot of changes here. They're more computerized than they were when we were here back in 1992 and before. We had to do pen and paper with everything. Even when we took our boards, it was pen and paper. You know, we had proctored exams. We had people that were in there. We sat at a table with pens and papers, and we were not allowed to even turn around or do anything. And now everything's on computer, and it's a whole new world, but that's change, and that's nursinghood. If I was to tell a student nurse, I would tell them get as much medical experience as they can. Get a job as an extern. Get a job as a nurse's aide, because it will help you incorporate everything that you've learned, and you won't be so fearful of everything either. That's one of the things that I tell all the students, you know, get a job. It doesn't matter if you just do it part-time. Doesn't matter if you just do it like 1 or 2 days a week. But it does help to get you used to being around all the things that you're going to see and come into contact with as a nurse. And don't ever forget that whatever you do, you're doing it for the patient. It doesn't matter if you're passing medicines. It doesn't matter if you're helping them to the bathroom or giving them a bath. Everything is about the patient, and everything that you do is for that patient. If it wasn't for the patient, you wouldn't have a job, and everything is focused around the patient.
Well, good morning. My name is Sherry Johnson, and I graduated from Henderson Community College in 1992. I began my nursing career. I started at the hospital, and I was an LPN, and in 1992, I ended up graduating with my associate degree in nursing. Very pleasant experience. They had some wonderful instructors at the college. one in particular that I remember is Libby Payne. She was my guidance counselor, and she was there to guide me all the way through my experience on the college. So I have nothing but fond memories of attending Henderson Community College in those years. When I went to school years ago, being a student, it was a little bit stricter than what it is now. We had to have our shoes, our uniforms, all of those had to meet a certain criteria. I think things are a little bit more relaxed and laid back now. I can remember we had to come up on the afternoon before our assignment, and we had to come up the evening before to get our assignment. We had to know all our medications. We could not go on the floor until we did all of these things. We weren't even allowed to be in the nurses' station. And now I know that the students are a little bit more lax. They are allowed to be in the nurses' station because things have changed. Instead of things coming from the top down, nurses now work as more, they collaborate with the physicians, with the other entities in the hospital. So we work more as partners now than what we did years ago. Nursing is a very rewarding career, and there has been a lot of changes throughout the generation. However, even though we have advanced in technology, specializations have increased, my advice to anyone that is stepping into this field is to not forget their compassion and why they were called to be a nurse.
I'm Michael Andy Watson. I graduated from the Community College 2012 with a degree in nursing. I work here at Methodist Hospital, and it's just opened up so many opportunities for me as far as nursing goes and healthcare. I can't say thank you enough. I really do enjoy my job, as crazy as it is at times, but just want to thank you. If I could give any advice, it would be that make sure that you are passionate about this profession. Make sure that you love what you do. Please understand you have to take the good with the bad and the highs with the lows. So every day is different. Try to remember that it could always be worse, and to make sure that you can leave home at home and work at work, and you will get by just fine.
My name is Jenna Lee Oliver. I graduated from HCC May of 2014. My first job was here at St. Mary's on 6 South. It's a respiratory unit, so it's a general medical floor also, so we get all kinds of patients. So I've learned so much since I've been here, because you only learn so much in school, and then when you get out of school, it's like an iceberg. There's so much more for you to learn, because you think you learn a ton in school, but it's nothing compared to when you get out of school. There's so much you have to learn and know that they never touch on even in school. So I mean, you just be prepared to learn more, because your education never stops. You're going to learn something new all the time.
Henderson Community College was the first associate degree nursing program in the state of Kentucky. We're so very proud of that and so excited tonight to be celebrating 50 years of nursing excellence. Our graduates have always performed very well on their NCLEX and performed outstanding in the healthcare setting once they leave our program. And to the graduates tonight, I say, welcome to nursing. The most exasperating career ever invented. It is also the most fulfilling. I can guarantee you intangible rewards that can rarely be matched by any other profession. And with that, I say congratulations and welcome to the world of nursing.